So I'm going to just give you a brief tutorial on how I do my hair. So the first thing that I use basically is a measuring tape, and that is to measure the circumference of my head, because most of the time I do it on a mannequin, and obviously they are way smaller than my actual head. So that I use that, and today I'm going to do it a little different. I'm going to sew it onto a dome cap, which is pretty stretchy, kind of thick. It's good for sewing just because it's better than like a weaving cap for me, because they don't stretch and they don't pull apart. So you're going to need that, and then the hair, which I have 4 bundles of. It's 4 bundles of Brazilian hair. It's pretty old. I've been having it for about a year. This is going to be my last time wearing it, so I'm going to put it on this cap and just use it for emergency purposes. And also, I got like a lace front closure that I'm going to use for the top, because sometimes the tracks can make it look a little bulky, so I'm going to put that like right on top. Also because I want to cut it, and I don't normally like cutting my virgin hair. So then you're going to need also needle and thread, and I'm going to show you how to sew it onto the cap. Next step, I basically put a trash bag over the mannequin's head like so, and this is just to give it more, to have a more fuller sculpture, so it won't be so tight when I decide to place it on my head. Then you go ahead and put the cap on and begin to sew. When I begin to sew, I'm going to start from the line right here in the center to the next line. So I'm just turn it just a little bit.
You were special, you were beautiful, but the more of you I see, the more I'm glad I meet. You can tell me down, beat me to the ground, try to block my.
So as I approach this side, I'm not going to cut anything. I'm going to just go ahead and flap it over. Just make sure when you do that, that it's smooth and it's not bulky looking. So I'm still sewing it in. I got a little bit more to go. Like up here, I sewed most of the bundles in. I'm still going to sew some more. So I just drew some lines right here where I'm going to cut it out at. That was just for me to not lose my way and make sure that it was straight enough for me to do it. So I'm going to finish sewing it in, and I'll come back to show you the rest. Okay, so I sewed most of it in. Right here I did a closure. The closure, I just sewed that down. I actually took a closure and I cut it in half. This is the other half. I added a couple tracks to give it some color, and I'm going to actually sew it right here. So it'll be, you know, a side part. So once I finish sewing that in, then I'll come back to you, and then I'll just give you the finished product. This is the finished product. Basically, I did just go ahead and sew the other closure onto this side. I did add some tracks in between of the virgin hair, so it is a little bulky, but I don't mind because I like my bang full. Just to take a closer look, that is the closure, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this remaining part of the dome cap off. I am going to leave just a little bit here on top, just so I will be able to have something to attach to my braids. That's the front. This is basically the back part. I'm going to kind of go ahead and put some layers into this back part, just to give me a more fuller and detailed look when I curl it. So basically, this is the back. It's a little bit long, obviously, but I'm going to go ahead and put this on and braid my hair up, and then I'll check back in what you got. Hair in some little simple style, basically, to attach the wig on. So I'm going to show you how it looks when it's on. Before I still haven't cut it yet, so okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this. And then this right here is what I'm going to cut, and I'm going to sew around the edges. I'm going to sew around the edges, basically, to keep the cap on. Okay, so I sewed it around the edges, basically. And I'll come back once I curl it, and once I curl it, yeah, straighten my hair or whatever, I'll come back and show you the rest. Right now I'm just curling the ends, and afterwards I'm gonna roll it. I'll curl with my flat iron. Most people say they don't know how to curl with a flat iron, but it's really easy. You just need to have time and patience, because it's not as, you know, hot all the way around like a curling iron. So just keep it on. This is just to demonstrate how to curl with a flat iron. So keep going up. I think it's easier with a curling iron, obviously, but I don't have a big curling iron anymore. So after I finish this, I'm gonna roll it with some spongy rods. They look like this. You can find them at your nearest beauty store or Walmart, but I think these are like 11, I don't know, I think they're 11, 16 or something. They have like different sizes, but I usually get the thicker ones for my bigger curls. And then when you curl it, when it comes out, it's like really pretty and full looking. So I'll show you a picture after I finish with makeup and everything. And thank you guys again for watching. Thank you.